Time, as we know it, is a finite resource. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, yet how we choose to spend those hours can greatly influence our success, well-being, and fulfillment. In today's world, where distractions are constant and the pressure to do more is ever present, time often slips away faster than we realize. And it's easy to feel like we're constantly running against the clock, whether it's meeting deadlines, juggling personal responsibilities, or striving to reach goals. But what if you could take control of your time? What if, instead of feeling like time is slipping through your fingers, you could manage it in a way that actually helps you achieve your most important goals? Effective time management doesn't just mean working harder or longer hours. It's about working smarter, staying focused, and using proven techniques to make the most of each moment. One of the most powerful ways to master your time is by using time-tracking methods. These techniques, whether it's the Pomodoro Technique, time blocking, or other strategies, give you a structured way to manage how you spend your hours. They allow you to identify where your time is going, optimize your productivity, and, just as importantly, give you permission to take breaks and recharge. The goal of time tracking is not to put yourself on a tight leash, constantly watching the clock tick away. Instead, it's about creating a balance between focused work and intentional rest, allowing you to maintain your energy and focus throughout the day. It's about ensuring that you're spending your time on what truly matters, whether it's achieving career goals, spending quality time with loved ones, or investing in personal growth. In this audiobook, we will explore how you can use time-tracking methods effectively to regain control over your daily life. You'll learn how to harness techniques like Pomodoro, time blocking, and other productivity strategies to not only get more done, but also ensure you're doing the right things at the right time. You'll discover how time tracking can provide clarity, help you manage your energy, and allow you to prioritize tasks based on importance rather than urgency. Moreover, time tracking isn't just about productivity, it's also about improving your mental well-being. By making intentional breaks a part of your routine, you can avoid burnout, reduce stress, and ensure that you maintain a sustainable work-life balance. Whether you're someone who struggles with procrastination, feels overwhelmed by a never-ending to-do list, or simply wants to optimize your day, this audiobook will equip you with the tools and insights you need to master time in a way that fits your unique lifestyle and goals. By the end of this audiobook, you will be well on your way to taking control of your time, reducing stress, enhancing focus, and ultimately achieving greater success in your personal and professional life. Ready to get started? Let's dive in and learn how to track your time, focus your energy, and create the life you want through effective time management. Chapter 1. Understanding the Pomodoro Technique. In the quest for better productivity, many of us struggle with staying focused for long periods, fighting distractions, and avoiding procrastination. We often hear that the key to getting more done is working longer and harder. But the truth is, longer hours of work don't necessarily lead to better results. The Pomodoro Technique offers a different approach, one based on focused bursts of work, with frequent breaks to refresh and reset. The Pomodoro Technique is simple yet powerful. Developed by Francesco Cirillo in the late 1980 seconds, the Pomodoro Technique was born out of Cirillo's frustration with the inefficiency of traditional study methods. The word Pomodoro is Italian for tomato, a nod to the kitchen timer Cirillo used, which was shaped like a tomato. The technique is based on short, structured work intervals, separated by rest periods. The core idea behind Pomodoro is simple: work in focused intervals, followed by short breaks, to maintain productivity without burning out. In this chapter, we'll explore what makes the Pomodoro Technique effective, why it works, and how to implement it in your daily routine. By the end of this chapter, you will have a clear understanding of the Pomodoro Technique, and how to use it to tackle your tasks more efficiently. Stay focused longer and reduce mental fatigue. 1. The basics of the Pomodoro Technique. The Pomodoro Technique is built around the concept of time boxing, dividing work into focused intervals of time, traditionally 25 minutes, called a Pomodoro. After each Pomodoro, you take a short break of about 5 minutes. Once you've completed 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This pattern of working and resting helps maintain a high level of focus and prevents burnout. Let's break it down step by step. Step 1. Set a timer for 25 minutes. During this time, focus exclusively on one task. No distractions, no multitasking, just one task with your full attention. The idea is to immerse yourself completely in the task at hand, without worrying about how much time is left. The ticking of the timer will also act as a subtle reminder that you have limited time to complete the task, increasing your sense of urgency. Step 2. Work until the timer rings. Focus on the task for the entire 25 minutes, maintaining as much concentration as possible. If your mind wanders, gently guide it back to the task. It's not about doing everything perfectly, but about staying focused and making progress. Step 3. Take a 5-minute break. Once the timer goes off, give yourself a well-deserved break. Step away from your work, stretch, grab a cup of coffee, or do something else relaxing. The break is essential to allow your mind to rest and recharge, preventing mental fatigue and helping you maintain focus for the next round of work. Step 4. Repeat. After your break, start another Pomodoro. Repeat the cycle, focusing on one task at a time and allowing yourself regular breaks to stay fresh. Step 5. Take a longer break. After completing 4 Pomodoros, it's time for a longer break, usually 15 to 30 minutes. This allows your mind and body to fully recharge before diving into another cycle of work. The Pomodoro Technique is all about working smarter, not harder. By dividing your work into smaller intervals with breaks in between, you prevent your energy from running out, stay focused for longer periods, and maintain a high level of productivity. 2. Why the Pomodoro Technique works. At first glance, the Pomodoro Technique may seem too simple or even counterintuitive. After all, isn't working for long stretches the key to success? However, research and experience show that the brain is not designed for long stretches of continuous focus. Working for hours on end leads to fatigue, diminishing returns, and a decrease in overall productivity. The Pomodoro Technique counters this by aligning with the brain's natural rhythm, ensuring that your mental energy is spent wisely. Here are some reasons why Pomodoro works so well. 1. It encourages deep focus. The Pomodoro Technique helps you focus because it sets a clear boundary: 25 minutes of intense focus, followed by a break. This short interval makes it easier to commit to focusing fully on a task without worrying about distractions. Because the timer is ticking down, you feel a sense of urgency that keeps your attention locked in. The time pressure ensures that you focus on the task at hand, instead of procrastinating or multitasking. 2. It prevents mental fatigue. One of the biggest contributors to burnout and overwhelm is mental fatigue. When we try to work for long periods without taking breaks, we drain our mental and emotional resources. The Pomodoro Technique prevents this by providing structured, frequent breaks that allow your mind to recharge. This ensures that you maintain consistent performance throughout the day without burning out or hitting a productivity slump. 3. It increases productivity through focused work. The idea of breaking work into short intervals helps you work more effectively. Knowing that you only have 25 minutes to focus on a task creates a sense of urgency that drives you to work faster and more efficiently. Rather than letting a task drag on, the Pomodoro Technique encourages you to stay focused and make real progress in a short period. By maintaining this focus, you get more done in less time. 4. It builds a sustainable routine. The Pomodoro Technique fosters a sense of discipline and routine. By working in focused intervals and taking breaks, you create a consistent workflow that balances effort and recovery. This structure helps you maintain energy throughout the day and prevents overwork. As you integrate Pomodoro into your routine, you begin to see a rhythm where productivity increases without feeling exhausted. 5. It helps combat decision fatigue. Decision fatigue is the mental exhaustion that occurs when you have to make many decisions throughout the day. The Pomodoro Technique helps reduce decision fatigue by eliminating the need for constant decision-making about when to work or take breaks. The structured nature of the technique makes it easy to follow, without second-guessing or overthinking your schedule. You simply focus on the task, knowing that your break is coming soon. 3. Getting started with Pomodoro. Now that you understand the benefits of the Pomodoro Technique, it's time to put it into practice. If you've never used time-tracking methods before, it can feel a bit strange at first. But with a little adjustment, Pomodoro will soon become a natural part of your workflow. 1. Set up your workspace. Before you start, make sure your workspace is set up for focus. Eliminate distractions as much as possible. Put your phone on silent, close, unnecessary browser tabs, and prepare everything you need for the task at hand. Your environment plays a significant role in your ability to focus, so make sure it's conducive to uninterrupted work. 2. Choose your task and set the timer. Decide on the task you'll focus on. Make sure it's clear and specific. You'll find that Pomodoro works best when you're focused on a single task, rather than trying to multitask. For example, instead of work on project, try something more specific, like write introduction for report. Once you've decided, set your timer for 25 minutes. 3. Work without distractions. During your Pomodoro, commit to working exclusively on your chosen task. The goal is to stay focused on one thing, without checking emails, social media, or engaging in anything else. If your mind wanders or you think of something else, gently redirect your attention back to the task at hand. The timer will help you stay on track, knowing that your break is just around the corner. 4. Take your break. Once the timer rings, take a break. This is an essential part of the Pomodoro Technique. Stand up, stretch, walk around, or take a few deep breaths. It's important to step away from your work and give your mind a chance to recharge. Short breaks also prevent you from feeling mentally drained, ensuring that you stay productive throughout the day. 5. Track your progress. One of the great aspects of Pomodoro is the sense of accomplishment that comes with completing each session. You can track how many Pomodoros you complete each day and monitor your progress on larger tasks. This visual representation of your productivity can be highly motivating, especially when you see how much you've accomplished by breaking your work into manageable chunks. 4. Tips for success with Pomodoro. To make the Pomodoro Technique even more effective, here are some additional tips. 1. Adjust work intervals as needed. While the standard Pomodoro interval is 25 minutes, feel free to adjust the length based on your personal preferences or the nature of the task. Some people may find they work better in shorter intervals, for example, 15 or 20 minutes, while others may prefer longer sessions, for example, 40 minutes. Experiment with different time lengths until you find what works best for you. 2. Use apps and tools to stay on track. There are numerous apps and tools that can help you implement Pomodoro effectively. Apps like Focus Booster, Pomodoro, and Toggle offer built-in timers and tracking features to help you stay on schedule. These tools can also provide helpful statistics to show how much time you're spending on different tasks, which can help you identify areas for improvement. 3. Combine Pomodoro with other time management techniques. Pomodoro can be combined with other time management strategies, like time blocking or the Eisenhower matrix. Time blocking involves scheduling specific blocks of time for different tasks, while the Eisenhower matrix helps you prioritize tasks based on their urgency and importance. By incorporating Pomodoro into these frameworks, you can enhance your focus and productivity even further. Conclusion: the Pomodoro Technique as a tool for sustained success. The Pomodoro Technique is more than just a method for increasing productivity. It's a tool for sustained focus and work-life balance. By breaking your work into manageable intervals, you prevent burnout, maintain your energy, and increase your efficiency. The key to making Pomodoro work for you is consistency. The more you use this technique, the more natural it will become, and soon you'll find that time flies by while you remain in a productive, focused flow. Start small, experiment, and fine-tune your approach as you go. With patience and practice, Pomodoro will help you regain control of your time, reduce stress, and accomplish your goals with greater ease and satisfaction. Embrace the power of focused work and rest, and watch your productivity soar. Chapter 2: Benefits of the Pomodoro Technique. The Pomodoro Technique is often praised for its simplicity and effectiveness, but what makes it truly powerful are the numerous benefits it offers. It's not just about breaking your work into 25-minute intervals. It's about how those intervals, combined with regular breaks, enhance your focus, mental energy, and overall productivity. In this chapter, we will explore the many advantages of using the Pomodoro Technique, not only for getting more done, but for achieving higher quality work, preventing burnout, and maintaining a healthy work-life balance. 1. Enhanced focus and concentration. One of the primary reasons the Pomodoro Technique is so effective is because it helps you focus intensely during the work intervals. In a world filled with distractions, social media, emails, constant notifications, it's easy to feel like your attention is constantly being pulled in multiple directions. Pomodoro offers a simple solution. By committing to work for only 25 minutes at a time, you create a sense of urgency and focus. The science behind focus. Psychologically, it's easier to focus for short periods than it is for long stretches. Our brains are not built to maintain intense concentration for hours on end. Instead, we can sustain deep focus for relatively short intervals. This is where Pomodoro shines. By focusing for just 25 minutes, you're capitalizing on your brain's natural ability to concentrate without burning out. The timer itself also acts as an external reminder to avoid distractions, making it easier to commit to deep work without interruption. Combating multitasking. Multitasking often leads to decreased productivity, as our brains are not equipped to handle multiple tasks simultaneously. With Pomodoro, however, the focus is clear, one task at a time, uninterrupted. By eliminating the temptation to multitask, you're able to give your full attention to one thing, improving the quality of your work. This focused approach also helps you finish tasks faster and more efficiently than if you were distracted or split your attention between several things at once. 2. Increased productivity. The Pomodoro Technique can significantly boost your productivity, not just by creating structure, but by promoting a deeper level of engagement with your work. When you know you have just 25 minutes to focus on a task, you tend to work with greater intensity, and as a result, you often accomplish more in less time. But the real productivity boost comes from managing your energy rather than just your time. The power of time blocks. Time blocking. A method that Pomodoro essentially embraces involves assigning dedicated time to specific tasks. Pomodoro makes time blocking even more effective by breaking tasks into short bursts of work. When you only have 25 minutes, you're less likely to waste time procrastinating. You'll find yourself diving into the task quickly because you know there's a limited window of time in which to accomplish it. This creates a sense of urgency that leads to faster completion and less time wasted, reducing the feeling of being overwhelmed. Overwhelm often arises when we look at a long to-do list and feel the pressure to accomplish everything at once. Pomodoro breaks down this feeling of overwhelm by allowing you to focus on just one task at a time. Instead of worrying about everything you need to do, you focus on completing one Pomodoro at a time. This helps you feel a sense of accomplishment after every work interval, keeping you motivated and moving forward throughout the day. 3. Prevention of burnout. Burnout is a serious issue for many high achievers who push themselves to work long hours without taking adequate breaks. Constant work without rest leads to emotional and physical exhaustion, leaving you feeling drained, uninspired, and unproductive. The Pomodoro Technique effectively combats burnout by incorporating regular breaks, giving you time to recharge, refresh, and come back to your work with renewed energy. The importance of breaks. Studies have shown that taking breaks can actually increase productivity by preventing mental fatigue. The short 5-minute breaks that come after each Pomodoro allow your brain to rest and recover, ensuring you're not constantly taxing your mental energy. During these breaks, you can step away from your work, stretch, hydrate, or engage in something relaxing. The break doesn't have to be long, but it's enough to restore your focus and prepare you for the next round of work. Maintaining energy throughout the day. By working in intervals and resting regularly, you ensure that you don't drain your energy reserves. This method is far more sustainable than working for long, uninterrupted hours, which can leave you feeling exhausted by the afternoon. Instead of running yourself ragged, Pomodoro helps you pace yourself, maintaining your energy levels throughout the day. You're working efficiently and sustainably, which allows you to avoid the mental and physical toll that long work hours can take. 4. Enhanced mental clarity. As the day progresses, mental clarity often diminishes, especially if we've been working non-stop. The Pomodoro Technique helps reset your mind regularly, which keeps you sharp, focused, and clear-headed throughout the day. Each Pomodoro session is followed by a brief pause, and this mini break provides an opportunity for your mind to refocus and declutter. Mental fatigue and its impact on productivity. Mental fatigue is a major productivity killer. When we push ourselves too hard without taking breaks, our cognitive abilities such as concentration, decision-making, and problem-solving begin to decline. By taking frequent breaks and allowing your brain time to rest, Pomodoro helps you maintain mental sharpness for longer periods. This increased clarity allows you to approach each task with fresh energy, making it easier to make decisions and solve problems efficiently. Clearing the mental clutter. The constant mental clutter of worrying about tasks, deadlines, and priorities can be overwhelming. Pomodoro helps clear this clutter by encouraging you to focus on one thing at a time. Each Pomodoro is an opportunity to shut out distractions and concentrate fully on the task at hand. When you give yourself permission to fully immerse in one task, you'll notice that your mental clutter clears up, leaving you with a greater sense of control and focus. 5. The feeling of accomplishment and progress. One of the most powerful aspects of the Pomodoro Technique is the sense of accomplishment it provides. By working in focused intervals and completing Pomodoros, you can visually track your progress throughout the day. Each Pomodoro is a tangible unit of effort that you can mark off, creating a continuous sense of forward momentum. This feeling of accomplishment not only motivates you to keep going, but also provides a psychological boost that reinforces positive behavior, reinforcing positive habits. As you complete each Pomodoro, you're creating a habit loop: work, reward, rest. This process helps you stay motivated, even when the task seems difficult or overwhelming. The act of marking off completed Pomodoros reinforces the feeling of success, which in turn boosts your confidence and motivation. As you continue to use the Pomodoro Technique, you'll notice that your productivity increases, and you start to feel more accomplished at the end of each day. Tracking progress and building momentum. Seeing how much you've accomplished in a day, how many Pomodoros you've completed, creates a sense of momentum. It's easy to get discouraged if you're only focused on the end result, but Pomodoro allows you to celebrate the smaller milestones along the way. As you accumulate Pomodoros, you'll find that your confidence and motivation grow, which makes it easier to tackle the next task. This builds a cycle of positive reinforcement that makes productivity feel more attainable. 6. The flexibility of the Pomodoro Technique. While the Pomodoro Technique is structured, it is also highly adaptable to different tasks and work styles. For example, some people prefer longer work intervals than 25 minutes, and others may find shorter intervals to be more effective. The Pomodoro Technique can be adjusted to meet your needs, making it suitable for various tasks, from creative work to administrative tasks. Adjusting the work intervals. While the standard Pomodoro is 25 minutes of work followed by a 5-minute break, you can experiment with the length of the work intervals based on the task at hand. For more intense tasks or deep focus work, you might prefer working for 40 minutes or more. On the other hand, for smaller tasks, shorter intervals of 15 or 20 minutes might be more effective. The key is to find the rhythm that works best for you and the task at hand. Pomodoro for group work. Pomodoro doesn't just work for individuals, it can also be adapted for team settings. In a collaborative environment, Pomodoro can help keep meetings focused and productive. You can use Pomodoro intervals for brainstorming sessions, presentations, or collaborative work. The built-in breaks allow team members to recharge and come back to the discussion with fresh ideas and perspectives. Conclusion: harnessing Pomodoro for maximum efficiency. The Pomodoro Technique is more than just a time management method. It's a powerful tool for enhancing focus, improving productivity, and preventing burnout. By breaking your work into short, manageable intervals and taking regular breaks, you can maintain a high level of performance without exhausting yourself. Over time, Pomodoro helps you build habits of efficiency, stay motivated, and achieve your goals without sacrificing your well-being. Whether you're working on a big project or simply tackling your to-do list, the Pomodoro Technique helps you focus your energy and manage your time effectively. It's a simple, adaptable strategy that offers long-term benefits for both your productivity and your mental health. By incorporating Pomodoro into your daily routine, you'll find that you not only get more done, but you do it with greater ease, focus, and satisfaction. Chapter 3. Complementary time tracking methods. While the Pomodoro Technique is widely known for its simplicity and effectiveness, it's not the only time tracking method that can help you stay productive and focused. There are several other strategies that can complement Pomodoro and fit different working styles and tasks. Time tracking is not a one-size-fits-all approach, and integrating multiple methods into your daily routine can maximize your productivity, streamline your efforts, and keep you energized throughout the day. In this chapter, we will explore complementary time tracking methods that work hand in hand with Pomodoro to enhance your productivity. Each method brings its unique advantages, and by understanding how to combine them effectively, you can create a time management strategy that works best for you. 1. Time blocking. Structure your day for maximum focus. What is time blocking? Time blocking is a method that involves dividing your day into large chunks of time, with each block dedicated to a specific task or group of tasks. Rather than having an open-ended to-do list, time blocking allows you to schedule each task into a predefined period. Each block could range from 30 minutes to a couple of hours, depending on the task at hand. The primary goal of time blocking is to structure your day to ensure that you're focusing on important tasks at designated times. By allocating time to specific activities, you prevent distractions, eliminate procrastination, and avoid multitasking. This method is ideal for tasks that require longer periods of concentration or tasks that don't fit into the 25-minute intervals of the Pomodoro Technique. How time blocking complements Pomodoro. While Pomodoro focuses on short intervals of work, time blocking allows for deeper work over longer stretches of time. Pomodoro can be used within a time block to break up the work into focused intervals. For instance, you could dedicate a 2-hour block to writing a report and use the Pomodoro technique within that block, working for 25 minutes, then taking a 5-minute break until the block is complete. Time blocking works especially well for people who need to manage multiple tasks or projects at once. You can block off time for meetings, emails, focused work, brainstorming, or even personal activities. With time blocking, you are actively prioritizing tasks and ensuring that every aspect of your day has a clear, dedicated time. Benefits of time blocking: increased productivity. By allocating specific times for each task, you stay focused on completing the task at hand, instead of shifting between tasks or getting sidetracked. Reduced decision fatigue. Time blocking reduces the mental energy spent on deciding what to do next. You've already mapped out your day, so there's no need to waste time deciding. Better work-life balance. Time blocking gives you the opportunity to schedule time for both professional tasks and personal activities, helping ensure that you don't neglect your personal life in favor of work. Reduced procrastination. When you know you have a designated time to focus on a task, it reduces the temptation to procrastinate because you've already set aside time for it. 2. The 52/17 method, balancing focus and rest. What is the 52/17 method? The 52/17 method is another time management strategy that involves working for 52 minutes, followed by a 17-minute break. Research has shown that this specific balance of work and rest is effective for sustaining productivity and mental clarity over longer periods. The idea behind the 52/17 method is based on studies showing that the brain's optimal focus window is typically between 50 to 60 minutes. After this period, our attention span begins to diminish, and the quality of our work starts to drop. The 17-minute break is enough time to refresh the brain and reset, so you can continue working at a high level of focus for the next cycle. How the 52/17 method complements Pomodoro. While Pomodoro focuses on 25-minute intervals, the 52/17 method provides a slightly longer work period with a more extended break. This method can be more suitable for tasks that require longer periods of uninterrupted focus, or for people who find that 25 minutes is too short to get into a deep state of flow. The 52/17 method complements Pomodoro in that it gives you an option for longer bursts of focused work while still maintaining the principle of regular rest. For example, if you're working on a more demanding project, you could alternate between Pomodoro and the 52/17 method, depending on the level of focus required for different tasks. Benefits of the 52/17 method. Better for deep work. The longer intervals of work allow you to dive deeper into tasks that require sustained attention. Increased energy and focus. With a longer break, the 52/17 method allows for more thorough recovery, helping you maintain energy for more extended periods. Enhanced motivation. Knowing you have a 17-minute break coming up can help you push through challenging tasks with greater enthusiasm and focus. More flexibility. You can adjust the timing based on the task. If you need to focus for longer stretches, the 52/17 method gives you a more adaptable time frame. 3. The 2-minute rule, conquering small tasks instantly. What is the 2-minute rule? The 2-minute rule is a time management strategy that suggests if a task can be completed in 2 minutes or less, you should do it immediately. The idea behind the rule is to prevent small tasks from piling up and becoming mental clutter. Instead of putting off a quick task for later, simply get it done right away. This could include tasks like replying to a quick email, filing a document, or making a short phone call. How the 2-minute rule complements Pomodoro. The 2-minute rule complements Pomodoro because it allows you to quickly tackle small, non-urgent tasks in between Pomodoros. For instance, if you're working on a large task during a Pomodoro and a small task arises, the 2-minute rule encourages you to complete it immediately, instead of adding it to a to-do list that might pile up. This helps keep your work clean and uncluttered, while reducing the temptation to procrastinate or feel overwhelmed. Benefits of the 2-minute rule. Reduces mental clutter. Quickly completing small tasks prevents them from accumulating and causing unnecessary stress. Promotes quick wins. Every time you check something off your list, it provides a small but satisfying sense of accomplishment. This builds momentum. Enhances focus. By taking care of minor distractions right away, you clear your mind and return to your work with fewer mental distractions. Increases efficiency. The more small tasks you tackle as they arise, the less likely you are to waste time worrying about them later. 4. The Eisenhower Matrix. Prioritizing tasks. What is the Eisenhower Matrix? The Eisenhower Matrix, developed by U.S. President Dwight D. Eisenhower, is a method for prioritizing tasks based on urgency and importance. It divides tasks into 4 quadrants: urgent and important tasks to do immediately, not urgent but important tasks to schedule for later, urgent but not important tasks to delegate, not urgent and not important tasks to eliminate. The goal is to focus your energy on tasks that are both important and urgent, while minimizing time spent on tasks that are neither urgent nor important. This method helps you avoid wasting time on low-priority tasks, ensuring that you're working on what truly matters. How the Eisenhower Matrix complements Pomodoro. The Eisenhower Matrix works hand in hand with Pomodoro by helping you prioritize which tasks to focus on during your Pomodoro intervals. For example, during your time-blocked periods or Pomodoro sessions, you can use the Eisenhower Matrix to decide which tasks to tackle first. This ensures that when you sit down for focused work, you're working on high-priority tasks that will move you closer to your goals. Benefits of the Eisenhower Matrix. Helps with prioritization. The matrix forces you to differentiate between what's truly important and what's merely urgent. Improves focus. By categorizing tasks, you can avoid distractions that don't contribute to your main goals. Increases efficiency. The matrix helps you spend time on meaningful work, ensuring that your efforts are aligned with your larger goals. 5. The Time Tracking Journal. Tracking progress and analyzing productivity. What is a time tracking journal? A time tracking journal is a simple yet powerful tool for recording how you spend your time throughout the day. By tracking both the tasks you complete and the time spent on them, you can gain valuable insights into your productivity patterns. This journal can be digital or analog, depending on your preferences, and can be used to reflect on how efficiently you're managing your time. How a time-tracking journal complements Pomodoro. A time-tracking journal complements Pomodoro by giving you quantitative data on how much time you're spending on each task. After using Pomodoro for several days, you can look back on your time logs to identify patterns or areas where you're losing focus. It allows you to evaluate how much time you're spending on breaks, how many Pomodoros you're completing, and whether there are tasks you need to delegate or reprioritize. Benefits of a time-tracking journal. Improves awareness. By logging your activities, you become more aware of how you're using your time. Helps spot patterns. A journal allows you to identify habits, distractions, or inefficiencies in your daily routine. Boosts motivation. Seeing your progress over time can motivate you to stay on track and complete more tasks. Provides insight into productivity. Tracking your time helps you learn where your energy peaks and dips, allowing you to optimize when you work on particular tasks. Conclusion. Combining time-tracking methods for maximum effectiveness. Each time-tracking method offers distinct advantages, and using them together can enhance your overall productivity. Whether it's Pomodoro for short, focused intervals, time blocking for long-term project management, or the Eisenhower matrix for prioritization, each method complements the others to create a balanced, sustainable approach to work. By integrating Pomodoro with other time-tracking methods, you gain the flexibility to work smarter, not harder. You can break down complex tasks, prioritize what matters most, and maintain a steady rhythm throughout the day. The key is to find the combination that works best for you, your tasks, and your work style. With practice, you'll be able to fine-tune your time management system and achieve your goals with greater efficiency, focus, and satisfaction. Chapter 4. Overcoming challenges with time-tracking methods. While time-tracking methods like the Pomodoro Technique, time blocking, and the Eisenhower matrix can be incredibly powerful tools for increasing productivity and focus, they come with their own set of challenges. If not implemented correctly or maintained over time, these methods can feel rigid, ineffective, or even counterproductive. The key to success with time tracking isn't just about following the rules, it's about adapting and optimizing these methods to fit your unique working style and personal goals. In this chapter, we'll address some common challenges people face when using time tracking methods and provide strategies to overcome them. Whether it's struggling with consistency, dealing with interruptions, or finding it hard to stay motivated, we'll explore practical solutions to ensure that time tracking works for you, not against you. 1. Overcoming inconsistency. One of the most common challenges people face with time tracking methods is maintaining consistency. It's easy to start strong, especially when you're excited about a new technique, but over time, the novelty fades, and you may find it harder to stick with your plan. The challenge of routine. In the beginning, setting up a time-tracking system feels like a fresh start. You're energized, and you're committing to improving your time management. However, as the weeks go by, you may feel that the process is time-consuming or that it's not as effective as you initially hoped. The consistency required for methods like Pomodoro or time blocking can feel like a chore, and before you know it, the habit slips away. Solution: start small and be flexible. The solution to this challenge is to start small. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to implement time tracking across every aspect of your day. Begin by applying the technique to one task or project and see how it works for you. Once you've seen the benefits, gradually expand your use of time tracking methods. It's also important to be flexible. You don't have to rigidly follow every rule. If 25 minutes of work with a 5-minute break doesn't suit your task, experiment with longer or shorter intervals. The same goes for time blocking. Don't be afraid to adjust your schedule if something isn't working. The goal is not to be perfect, but to find a balance that helps you stay productive without feeling burdened. To maintain consistency, set reminders in your calendar or use apps that track your progress. You can even start by keeping a simple journal to track how well you're doing. Celebrating small wins along the way can keep you motivated and reinforce the habit. 2. Dealing with interruptions. Interruptions are an inevitable part of working in a busy environment, whether at home or in the office. A colleague knocking on your door, a phone call, or even a personal distraction can easily derail your focus, disrupting the flow of your Pomodoro intervals or your time-blocked tasks. These interruptions can be a huge source of frustration when you're trying to stay on track. The challenge of external distractions. External distractions, especially in a shared workspace, can undermine your ability to focus. Even the smallest interruption can break your concentration and make it difficult to get back into the zone. In addition, personal distractions, such as household chores or family matters, can pull you away from your tasks at the worst possible times. Solution: create a focused work environment. To manage interruptions, you need to create an environment conducive to focus. Start by setting clear boundaries with those around you. If you're in an office, Let your colleagues know when you're in deep work mode and shouldn't be disturbed. At home, set up designated work hours and communicate them with your family or housemates. Use headphones or noise-canceling devices if you're in a noisy environment to block out distractions. You can also set up a physical "Do Not Disturb" sign, or, if you're working from home, consider using apps like Focus at Will or Noisely that provide calming background sounds designed to improve concentration. If external distractions are unavoidable, incorporate buffer times into your schedule to address them. For example, instead of feeling frustrated when a colleague interrupts you during a Pomodoro session, acknowledge the interruption, handle it quickly, and then return to your work. Technology and task management apps. In addition to managing external distractions, technology can help you stay on track. Task management apps like Trello, Asana, or Todoist allow you to break your tasks into smaller chunks, set due dates, and track progress. Many of these apps have reminders and notifications that can help you stay on schedule and manage distractions effectively. For more focused work, you can also use apps like Forest or Focus Booster that encourage you to stay focused for a set period by gamifying the process. These apps help keep your mind on your tasks and avoid distractions while offering a visual or auditory cue when it's time for a break. 3. Maintaining motivation over time. Maintaining motivation is essential for any time management method to work long-term. The excitement of trying a new technique like Pomodoro can often fade once the novelty wears off. When the work becomes repetitive, it's easy to feel demotivated and disengaged, especially if you haven't seen the results you expected. The challenge of motivation. In the early days of using time-tracking methods, you may feel a sense of progress and accomplishment. However, once the routine becomes established, the work can feel monotonous. This loss of motivation can lead to procrastination, skipped Pomodoros, or ignored time blocks. Solution: celebrate small wins and set new goals. To overcome this challenge, it's important to celebrate small wins. Each Pomodoro completed, each time block adhered to, and each task finished is an achievement in itself. Reward yourself when you hit milestones, whether it's completing a specific number of Pomodoros in a day or checking off an entire to-do list. In addition to celebrating small successes, revisit your goals regularly. Over time, your priorities or tasks might change. Regularly reassess your goals to ensure that you're still focused on what's important to you. Break large goals into smaller, more manageable tasks, and align your time-tracking methods with those goals. This approach helps maintain your sense of purpose and momentum. Another helpful tip is to vary your routine from time to time. If you feel the Pomodoro technique has lost its effectiveness, try a different time-tracking method for a while, such as the 52/17 method or time blocking. Changing things up can refresh your routine and keep you from feeling burned out. 4. Adapting to different types of tasks. Not all tasks are the same, and the Pomodoro technique or time-blocking method may not be suitable for every kind of work. For instance, some tasks require deep, uninterrupted focus, while others need a lighter touch or are less intensive. Applying the same time intervals to all types of tasks may lead to frustration, inefficiency, or a sense of being overwhelmed. The challenge of task variation. Some tasks are better suited for longer stretches of work, while others may require quick bursts of effort. The Pomodoro technique is excellent for tasks that need concentrated effort, but it may feel too short for larger, more complex projects. On the other hand, time blocking may feel too rigid for tasks that need flexibility. Solution: adapt time intervals to the task at hand. A great way to overcome this challenge is to adapt your time-tracking methods to fit the task. For example, if you're working on a task that requires deep, continuous focus, such as writing or problem-solving, you might prefer to use longer time blocks, for example, 90 minutes or 2 hours, followed by a longer break. On the other hand, for tasks that are more repetitive or require less concentration, like administrative work or checking emails, you can use Pomodoro or shorter intervals. Additionally, try mixing methods, for example, combining Pomodoro for small, discrete tasks and time blocking for larger projects. This way, you can manage tasks more efficiently, depending on the nature of the work. 5. Managing perfectionism and self-criticism. For many people, time-tracking methods can create an internal sense of pressure to perform perfectly. If you're using Pomodoro or time blocking and you don't complete every task within the designated time, it's easy to feel discouraged or frustrated. Perfectionism can derail your progress, causing you to abandon your time-tracking methods altogether. The challenge of perfectionism. When using time-tracking methods, it's important to remember that imperfection is a part of the process. Time management techniques are not meant to be about perfection. They are tools to help you stay focused and make progress. It's easy to get frustrated if you don't hit your exact goals or meet every time interval, but this frustration is counterproductive and leads to burnout. Solution: embrace flexibility and be kind to yourself. To overcome this challenge, embrace flexibility. Life is unpredictable, and some tasks may take longer than anticipated, or you might get distracted during a Pomodoro session. Instead of focusing on how you've failed or deviated from the plan, embrace imperfections and adjust accordingly. If you miss a Pomodoro or don't finish a time block, simply restart when you're able. Also, practice self-compassion. Acknowledge that time tracking is a tool, not a rigid set of rules. If something goes wrong, don't be too hard on yourself. Adjust your expectations, refocus, and continue moving forward. Time management is about progress, not perfection. Conclusion: mastering time tracking for long-term success. Time tracking methods are powerful tools that can help you stay focused, productive, and organized, but they come with their challenges. Whether it's overcoming distractions, staying consistent, or adapting to the nature of your tasks, the key to success lies in flexibility and self-compassion. By integrating multiple time-tracking methods into your routine, you can overcome obstacles and create a balanced, sustainable approach to managing your time. Remember that time management is not a rigid process. It's about finding the rhythm that works best for you and your unique needs. With time, practice, and perseverance, you will learn to master these methods and make time your ally, not your enemy. Chapter 5: Building a Sustainable Routine. In the pursuit of better time management, we often dive into various techniques and methods that promise to boost our productivity. Time-tracking methods like Pomodoro, time blocking, and others can be incredibly effective, but their real power lies in their integration into a daily routine. The key to maximizing their benefits isn't just about using these methods sporadically. It's about building a sustainable routine that allows you to maintain focus, prevent burnout, and achieve long-term success. A sustainable routine is more than just an organized schedule. It's a framework that supports both your personal and professional well-being. It ensures that you're not just ticking off tasks, but also nourishing your body and mind, balancing work with rest, and staying motivated for the long haul. In this chapter, we'll explore how to build and maintain a routine that allows time-tracking methods to work for you in the most effective and sustainable way. 1. The importance of consistency. One of the most critical aspects of building a sustainable routine is consistency. It's easy to start strong with a time management system, but without consistency, the benefits will quickly fade. Building a habit takes time, but once it becomes ingrained, it feels almost effortless. Start small, scale gradually. The most successful routines are those that evolve gradually. If you try to overhaul your entire day at once, you'll likely feel overwhelmed and burnout before you see any real results. Start by implementing one time-tracking method at a time. For example, begin by using Pomodoro for focused work sessions. After a few weeks of consistency, You can add another method, like time blocking, to manage larger projects or daily tasks. Start with small, manageable changes, and as these habits solidify, slowly build on them. This approach prevents overwhelm and allows you to establish a routine that you can stick with over the long term. Create anchors in your day. To make consistency easier, anchor your time-tracking techniques to existing habits. For example, if you already have a morning routine, you can anchor your Pomodoro sessions to a specific time, say, after your morning coffee or once you've checked your emails. Having a specific start time creates structure and helps you build a rhythm around your time-tracking methods. The more anchored your routine is to other habits, the easier it becomes to stick to. 2. Balancing work and rest. A sustainable routine doesn't focus solely on productivity. It must also incorporate time for rest, recovery, and self-care. While time-tracking methods can certainly help increase efficiency, they can't do so if you're constantly running on empty. Balancing work and rest is essential for maintaining energy levels and ensuring long-term productivity. Scheduled breaks for rest and recharge. The Pomodoro Technique, time blocking, and other time-tracking methods naturally include breaks, but it's important to make sure these breaks are actually restorative. Take your breaks away from your workspace. Stretch, walk, or meditate. This allows your mind to truly reset, preventing mental burnout. You can also use your breaks to engage in activities that re-energize you, like talking to a friend, stepping outside, or practicing a hobby. Rest is not a luxury, it's a necessity for productivity. A well-rested mind is sharper, more focused, and more creative. Build this principle into your routine by scheduling enough breaks throughout your day and ensuring you prioritize rest during evenings and weekends. Prioritize sleep. Sleep is the foundation of a sustainable routine. No time-tracking method will work well if you're operating on insufficient sleep. Ensure that your schedule allows you to get at least 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Avoid late-night work sessions and make sleep a non-negotiable part of your routine. Setting a consistent bedtime and wake-up time helps regulate your circadian rhythm and improves your overall well-being. The more consistent your sleep habits are, the more energized and focused you will be during the day, allowing you to make the most of your time-tracking techniques. 3. Time for reflection and adaptation. No routine is perfect from the start. It's important to regularly reflect on how your time-tracking methods are working and whether your routine is sustainable. Regular reflection helps you identify areas where you can improve or adjust, allowing your routine to evolve with your changing needs and goals. End-of-day reflection. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect on what went well and what could have been improved. Did you stick to your Pomodoro intervals? Were there any unexpected interruptions? Did you feel like you had enough time to rest and recharge? Use this reflection to adapt your routine for the next day. You may find that certain tasks require more focused work, while others need more flexibility. By making small adjustments each day, you'll find what works best for you. Weekly and monthly reviews. To keep your routine on track over the long term, conduct a more in-depth review on a weekly or monthly basis. This allows you to evaluate your progress and reassess your goals. During these reviews, look at your productivity, energy levels, and emotional well-being. Are you feeling energized and motivated, or are you nearing burnout? If you're feeling overwhelmed, consider adjusting your time blocks, reducing the number of Pomodoros, or adding more time for breaks. 4. Setting realistic expectations. Part of building a sustainable routine involves setting realistic expectations about what you can achieve within a given time frame. Time-tracking methods, while effective, are most successful when you're honest about how much work is feasible. Don't overload your schedule. One of the biggest mistakes people make when implementing time-tracking methods is overloading their schedules. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that, because you're using a structured approach, you should be able to accomplish more. However, overloading your to-do list will only lead to frustration and burnout. Instead, aim for quality over quantity. Use your time-tracking methods to focus on the most important tasks and allow yourself time to rest and recharge. Be flexible with time estimates. When setting up time blocks or Pomodoros, be realistic about how much time each task will take. It's easy to underestimate how long something might take, especially when you're working on complex or unfamiliar tasks. If a task takes longer than expected, don't be discouraged. Adjust your schedule and adapt as needed. Flexibility is key to maintaining a sustainable routine. Over time, you'll get better at estimating how long tasks will take and setting more realistic expectations. 5. Creating a routine that works for you. Finally, building a sustainable routine means personalizing the time-tracking methods to your individual needs. While Pomodoro, time blocking, and other methods are tried and true, their success depends on how well they fit into your unique lifestyle, preferences, and goals. Understand your energy peaks. Everyone has different energy patterns throughout the day. Some people are more focused in the morning, while others are night owls. It's important to recognize when you are most productive and use your time-tracking methods accordingly. For example, if you're a morning person, schedule your most important and demanding tasks during your peak hours and reserve your Pomodoros for afternoons when energy levels tend to dip. Integrate personal time. Work is only one aspect of your life, so it's important to build personal time into your routine as well. Whether it's family time, exercise, or personal hobbies, dedicating time to activities that nourish you outside of work is essential for maintaining balance and preventing burnout. A sustainable routine includes both work and rest, ensuring that you can give your best effort without sacrificing your well-being. Conclusion: sustainability is key to long-term success. Building a sustainable routine that incorporates time-tracking methods like Pomodoro and time blocking is about more than just fitting in more tasks. It's about creating a balanced and sustainable approach to time management that supports your long-term productivity and mental health. By staying consistent, setting realistic expectations, and prioritizing rest, you'll be able to maintain high performance without burning out. The ultimate goal is to create a system that works for you, not just one that fills your day with productivity for the sake of being productive. A sustainable routine gives you the freedom to focus on your goals while also nurturing your physical and mental well-being. With the right balance of focused work, structured breaks, and time for self-care, you'll find that not only are you more productive, but you also feel more satisfied, energized, and fulfilled. As we come to the end of our exploration of time-tracking methods and their powerful impact on productivity, it's clear that mastering your time isn't about simply working harder. It's about working smarter and with intention. The Pomodoro Technique, time blocking, and other time management strategies are tools that help you align your efforts with your priorities, ensuring that every moment spent working is deliberate, focused, and efficient. By now, you've learned how breaking your day into manageable intervals with regular breaks can help you maintain high levels of focus while avoiding burnout. These methods don't just give you more time, they give you better quality time. You're learning to respect your energy and mental capacity, to honor your need for rest, and to manage distractions that once seemed unavoidable. This balance between focused work and recovery is the cornerstone of sustained productivity. The journey toward better time management is ongoing. There will be challenges, and not every day will go according to plan. But with consistent application of the techniques you've learned, you'll notice a transformation in how you approach tasks and how you handle distractions. Time-tracking methods offer you the opportunity to reflect on your day, adjust when needed, and continuously improve your productivity without overwhelming yourself. As you continue to experiment with these time management tools, remember that flexibility and adaptation are key. These techniques should fit into your life, not control it. By embracing the right strategies and adjusting them to your unique needs and goals, you'll gain more than just a sense of productivity. You'll also cultivate a more fulfilling, balanced life. Maximizing your time and focus isn't just about accomplishing more, it's about living with intention. You have the power to take control of your time, create a routine that works for you, and pursue your goals with clarity and focus. With time-tracking methods, you can unlock the potential to achieve great things while ensuring you maintain your well-being along the way. Now, it's time to take these strategies and make them your own. Let them guide you toward greater productivity, greater focus, and a greater sense of satisfaction in everything you do. Your time is yours to shape, so shape it wisely.